Dracula does not prefer to drive a car or a truck, but somewhere in between. I guess you could say he's more of a vampire. Welcome to the stream. Happy Monday, my friends. I hope that your weeks have gotten off to a great start. I'm very happy to be here with you tonight, my friends, and very happy, at least I'm happy now, to be playing a new game. Something spooky and probably terribly jank. I'll probably be unhappy. I'll probably be terribly unhappy in the near future once I start playing this. I'm sure I'm going to be overcome with dread and sadness, but for the time being, I'm feeling good. And let me welcome everybody in. Conga Line Monkey first in the chat. Thank you for being here, Conga. Thank you again for your appreciation of the VOD archive and your terrible joke on the Echo video. I am ready not for the games, but for the terrible joke. I hope it was everything you wanted and more. Lucent Jelly with the seasonally appropriate emotes. Welcome in, Jelly. And Shino, good afternoon to you. Shino the Ultimate. Pleasure to have you with us, of course. The hat looks great. Thank you, Jelly. I don't think I wore this one last year. I think this one is I think this is from like Disney's Haunted Mansion or something like that. I don't exactly know the origin of the hat. I just know it's spooky. Conga says, I held your gaze, but I swear it took weeks off my life. Oh, please, don't let me do that to you, Conga. We want you around for as long as possible, my friend. The gameplay will restore it. I hope so. I hope I can rejuvenate you with a fine adventure. So Van Helsing. This is I mentioned I bought a movie on DVD at the thrift shop. I found this movie on DVD. I'd never seen it before, but I knew I had the game, and I was thinking, oh, I want to watch this movie. I think I'll like it. I know that well, I feel like its reputation is that it's a pretty terrible movie, but I think I'll like it. But I wanted to play the game first, so no spoilers. I have no idea what we're in for. I expect the worst. Oh, but there's something cool. I wish I'd brought the DVD down here, because I was looking at the DVD case before the stream, and on the back of the DVD it says, if you place this DVD disc in your Xbox game console, you can play the first level of the video game. I don't even know how that works. But after we play through this, we have got to try that. I don't know what it's... Oh. Jelly heard me. She brought me the movie. Thank you, Jelly. Yeah. So, the DVD. On the back. Play the Van Helsing game. Put this DVD in your Xbox console and play the first level of the stunning Van Helsing game. I've never heard of anything like that, but I've never heard of a console game having a demo on a DVD disc. That's exciting. So yeah, we're definitely going to check that out. But we're going to play through this game first. I don't know how long this is going to take. I don't know if this is going to be a one-off, or if this is going to take several nights, or what this is going to be like. But we have that DVD to look forward to. So I'm reading a comment from Shino here. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about either, Shino. It's a very long comment about baseball. It ends with, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Alright, let's check out the options. We've got some volume options. I always like to take the music down just a little under the sound effects. I guess we jump right in. The Cathedral of Notre Dame, Paris, France. Oh. Alright, well, we've got... It's like a... I've got a melee attack and a projectile attack. A gun. It looks like I don't have ammo, so I don't have to worry about that. There's no jump. I take it back. The R button is the jump button. No. No, it's like Hercules. Why R? Why? Oh, we've got a grappling hook? Alright, well, we've got, press select to switch between weapons. You currently have no extra weapons. Sleep mode? What? Oh, no, I don't want to quit the game. I wanted to quit the menu. I thought it was supposed to be a who's on first, what's on second kind of thing, Jelly says. I don't know. R for rude. Oh, it's like Hercules. Oh, why R? It's so weird. Buddha fingers, welcome it. Get over here. Exactly. I haven't even played. That's Mortal Kombat, right? I don't know if I've played the one with Get Over Here in it or not. Alright, well, we've got to start doing stuff. This game, I don't know, it looks pretty gross to me. It looks pretty bad. I mean, press L to use your grappling hook. It will help you get this glyph. Oh, I gotta... Collect 4 red life glyphs to increase your health bar. Huh. It's so weird when we jump at the background, like look, the way the shadow travels up the wall implies that this wall is a flat surface. This is not how the shadow should be cast. When we jump at the wall, this is not correct. All it does is make the wall look completely flat. Oh, it's so ugly. Can we go through this door? I don't know. I don't know if this is a door or just a box on the wall. Is that an enemy? Oh, it's blinking. It's a collectible. Gold reward glyphs are hidden throughout the game. It's gonna be a long night. It's in the original Mortal Kombat, Scorpion. All right, I've played about an hour of the original Mortal Kombat. I don't know it very well. If you avoided from Mortal Kombat for all these years, your dedication to avoiding spoilers is unparalleled. We played Mortal Kombat on the stream for about an hour one night. I don't know. I just mashed buttons. Fighting games are really not my thing. I don't know what I'm doing. You know, I played a little bit of Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo with my cousin when we were kids. I've played a bit of Smash Brothers, which I think of more as a party game than a fighting game. And I played a bit of Street Fighter 4. But I've never really gotten into like a Mortal Kombat game or anything like that. We did a bit of Shaq Fu one night too. My fighting game experience is very limited. Crusade Bear, welcome in. Welcome to Van Helsing. So I was saying before, I haven't seen the movie, so I don't really know what we're in for. I've heard that the movie's pretty, like, not good. I bought the DVD. I bought the DVD the other day. So I'm gonna watch it after I've played the game. But this DVD, I don't know if you were here. This DVD, it says if you put the disc into an Xbox console, it lets you play the first level of the video game. That is mind-blowing to me. I've never heard of such a feature. I've never heard of a DVD that had part of a console game included on it. It's mind-blowing. So of course we're gonna play it later on. Dr. Jekyll, you are wanted by the Knights of the Holy Order. It's Mr. Hyde now. For the murder of 12 men, 6 women, 4 children, 3 goats, and a rather nasty massacre of poultry. You like bad movies, Crusade Bear? I do too from time to time. It kind of depends. It kind of depends on the flavor of awful, but I have enjoyed many a bad movie in my time. To be honest, this game doesn't seem too hot either. How good a Zelda can it be if they start you off with the hookshot and a gun? Watch it just take you to the DVD menu screen. I would be so disappointed. Men, women, children, fine. Okay, but 3 goats and chickens? That's too far, sir. So you are the great Van Helsing. And you are a deranged psychopath. Oh, the writing in this is just incredibly witty. Blue health glyphs heal you. No, he did 6 damage to me. Oh, my melee attack is so much stronger than my gun. That's got quite the beat. All right, 4 out of 4. Reward 1. Oh, here we go. Here's our password. Where's my post-it pad? Van Helsing, GBA. All right, we've got 2C, 5, 5, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. St. Peter's Basilica, the Vatican. Derek Ocean, welcome in. Is that a C? It could have been a very lazy L. C equals L question mark. I wrote a note. I think it's a C, because look, it looks like the C in Vatican there. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. When we found you crawling up the steps of this church, half dead, it was clear to all of us that you had been sent to do God's work. Why can't he do it himself? Don't blaspheme. You already lost your memory as a penance for past sins. We need you to go to the far side of Romania, an accursed land terrorized by nightmarish creatures, and lorded over by a certain Count Dracula. Cardinal Jeanette? You're sending me into hell. Here's a torn piece of painted cloth left here 400 years ago. Oh, thanks. But we don't know its purpose. What? You've held on to it for 400 years? I mean, is the twist that it's like a fragment of the Shroud of Turin? Is that what we're gonna see? Take my assistant Carl with you to Transylvania. You may find the answer there. Poor Romania. Oh. Why does everything with the Vatican turn into a Dan Brown novel? What game station is this for? This is on the Game Boy Advance. Why the scream? It's a, I don't know. I want to say that they were trying to be ambitious with this. Right? They tried to go for something that looks good. They gave us a lot of abilities. They assigned the jump button to R, and I'm never going to get over that. Carl, the monk. Actually, I'm still just a friar. I have 2 huge duffel bags filled with weaponry. Alright. And this will come in handy how? What? How is a weapon not handy? I don't know, use your imagination. No, Carl, I'm going to use yours. That's why you're coming with me. That was the whole mission. That counts as a whole level. We got a new password and everything. 369 51P 111. Mile Hyrule, welcome in. Hey, thank you for the 100 bits, Mile Hyrule. Thank you very much for that, my friend. Nice hat. Thank you for that as well. I think this hat has something to do with Disney's Haunted Mansion. I don't know. I found it at a thrift store a long time ago. All the cutscenes are going to be missions. Traveling by train across the mountains, Carl and Van Helsing approach the village of Vaseria. You're up a Carl? Remember, Cardinal Jeanette ordered you to keep me alive for as long as possible. But I'm not a field man. Come, we have to find Vaseria. I want to make sure we don't miss any hidden collectibles. I want to keep our 100% run alive. What an ugly, generic wall. To progress in some areas, you must defeat all enemies. A green bar will appear, indicating the health of your opponents. Once this bar is depleted, you may continue. I don't even know what these enemies are. Oh, we've got a branching path. It seems like the enemies are spawning infinitely here. Alright. I think I saw a path to continue down to the bottom left over there. But we're gonna head over here first. I definitely want that. "450 years ago, Valerius promised God that his family would never enter heaven until they vanquished Dracula. They have not succeeded, and they are running out of family. You've never gone after vampires before, have you? Vampires, gargoyles, warlocks, they're all the same. They are not all the same. Here, use this crossbow, it will help. You've never even been out of the Abbey, how do you know? That's why they make books. Pressing select will cycle through available weapons. The selected weapon is indicated to the lower right. Why in the world would I want to switch back to the gun when this does 5 to 6 times more damage? Also, if the story is continuing in that direction, then I probably want to explore this other direction first. Oh. The bottom left there, this looks like a path where the map would continue, but it's not. I'm trapped. I'm gonna die, I'm trapped. Rip. It's okay, we're back. We had an extra life. It's fine. I don't really know the value of these gold things, but I mean, the enemies spawn infinitely here. I could just stay here and farm them forever. Cows, welcome in. Great to have you here, my friend. Holy hat. Thank you. Thank you. I'm rather pleased with this one. I don't think we've I was saying I don't think we've enjoyed this one on the stream before. I don't think I wore it last year. I can't remember. No, I'm trapped again. How's the game? Pretty mediocre so far, Derek. I cannot say that I would recommend it based on what I've played so far. Oh, this is a green bar area. I didn't even notice the green bar. Hey, losses, welcome in. Thank you for the sub, losses. Thank you for the prime sub. Much appreciated. Take a key for coming in. All right. We're out of there. Oh no, I missed a life thing. The run is no longer perfect. Well, it certainly wasn't for lack of trying. 4-5D, 3-1L, 2-1-1. I mean, I ran all over that map. Reset. I think I will not. Trying to finish Nightmare on Elm Street and Halloween movies I haven't seen, Derek says. Yesterday I watched Dark Night of the Scarecrow. Never heard of that one. I've seen all of the Elm Street movies. They were sort of a favorite of mine in high school. Halloween, not as much. I've only seen about half of them. Halloween 3 is great, though. Halloween 3 is wonderful. Probably the best one. Boris Valerius went missing almost 1 year ago, and his son Velkin died last week. Anna, his daughter, is the last of the Valerius. If she is killed, the family will never enter St. Peter's gates. I don't know why it makes that terrible scream whenever I increase my health. Is that the sound of Dracula lamenting from afar that I have become stronger? What are we doing here? Why is it so important to kill Dracula anyway? Because he's the son of the devil. I mean, besides that. Because if we kill him, anything bitten by him or created by him will also die. I mean, besides that. Welcome to Transylvania. The movie I watched wasn't good, Derek says. Crusade Bear says I liked that one. Just need to see Nightmare 4 and 5 plus New Nightmare. I think Nightmare 4 was the first one that I watched. I know when I watched them for the first time, I watched them completely out of order. Oh no, the Brides of Dracula. Marishka, my dear, you take care of Anna Valerius. We will deal with the stranger. Love to. Too bad, so sad. You must die. Seems like they're only weak to my melee attack. You are quite surprising. Oh, we got one of them. It's kind of cool how, you know, they have fire and ice attacks. They complement each other. Alright, we probably need to go to the right, so I'm going to go back to the left. There was another room up here. There seems to be people east of the fountain. Let's go see if they know anything. It won't let me continue in this direction. I probably needed to do that first then. Thank you for the alert, Shino. Oh man, Frownie, did you write this funny friar? That's a pretty grievous insult, Buddha Fingers. Unhand the lady. Trust me, there is nothing ladylike about her. I'm in trouble. It's a good thing there's a health item constantly respawning in the middle of the boss arena. Otherwise, I don't know what I'd do. Oh, she's weak to my projectiles. The other ones didn't seem to be. He killed Marishka. Isn't that a good thing? The vampires only kill what they need to survive. Now they will kill for revenge. This guy, like, he looks like Ebenezer Scrooge. Ferrum Tusk, welcome in. Great to have you with us, my friend. Is this Van Helsing? It sure is. I didn't like Halloween 3. That was a bad movie. Get out of here, Derek. I don't want to hear that kind of talk. Halloween 3 is amazing. Eight more days till Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Ultima CJ, great to have you here as well, CJ. Thank you for joining us. That guy looks like Matt Smith. I don't know if I know who Matt Smith is. How are you, Frownie? I'm doing well. I'm doing well, thank you. I hope the same can be said for you, my friend. I hope your week's gotten off to a great start. I always, over the weekend, you know, I don't typically stream on the weekends, and because of that, like, it feels like I'm away for so long. I feel like I haven't streamed in a month. I don't know why my weekends always feel so long. One of the recent Doctor Who actors, Cal says. Fair enough, I am completely unfamiliar with Doctor Who. Doctor Who, he's also in the new Game of Thrones. I haven't seen that either. I haven't even seen the old Game of Thrones. The only thing I know about Game of Thrones is apparently there's a Starbucks cup in one of the shots in the last season. From what I hear, they got kind of lazy and sloppy with the production value or something. I know people didn't seem to like it, but I haven't actually seen any of it. Who is this doctor anyway? I have no. I didn't get that, Buddha Fingers. I read it in my mind, and then I said it out loud, and then it still took a second before I got it. My buddy likes it too, Derek says. It's wonderful. It's so... Halloween 3 is so ridiculous. I mean, if I'm being fair, it is slow. It needs a little bit of editing because Halloween 3, it kind of drags. But it's so ridiculous. How could you not enjoy it? Love Friday the 13th. I've seen all those movies, Derek says. I've seen all the Friday movies. I don't like them as much as the Elm Street movies, but they're kind of fun. It got so much attention they edited the show within 24 hours, and no one could see the cup ever again. What about the NES game? That game is hard. I haven't played those yet. I wanted to do Nightmare on Elm Street one night. I put it on the schedule and we tried to do it on the stream, but I couldn't get my cartridge to play. The title screen comes up, but it keeps crashing. I don't know if it's an issue of like, I don't know how to fix it. If cleaning the contacts on the cartridge doesn't help, I'm pretty much out of ideas. That's the only thing I know. That's the only thing I know how to do. Have you turned it off and turned it back on? Like, that's all of my technical troubleshooting. And what name, my good sir, do I put on your gravestone? His name is Van Helsing. Your reputation precedes you. Are you always this popular? Pretty much. You're the first to kill a vampire in over 100 years. I'd say that's earned you some help. Meet me at Valerius Manor. Alright, another mission, another password. This game is just flying by. Jason Takes Manhattan is a guilty pleasure for me, Derek says. Just like with Nightmare 4, I think Jason Takes Manhattan was the first Friday the 13th movie I ever saw. I'm pretty sure. I think that's the only one that we had on tape. It was either that. Wait. It was either that or Part 5, New Beginning. We had that one on tape as well. We didn't have all of either of those movies, though. For both of them, part of the movie was cut off. The beginning part. Just a little bit for Jason Takes Manhattan. I think our tape started with Jason picking up the spear gun on the boat, so we only lost a little bit of the beginning of that movie. For Friday 5, I don't remember where our tape started up, but it was somewhere before. It was somewhere just before the guy gets chopped up with the axe. But now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think we had the ending of that movie. I think the beginning and the end were cut off of our recording of that movie. Because I feel like I only ever watched the middle part of it when I was young. I don't remember ever watching the ending as a kid. It's hard to say, though. I love part 5, actually. If you love Friday the 13th part 8 and part 5, Derek, you have no room to talk about Halloween 3. My buddy also likes Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare, which is also ridiculous. Yeah, that movie is completely ridiculous. This game is just flying by. Mercifully, Buddhafinger says. Doctor, I need some help. Doctor, what seems to be the problem? Doctor, it seems like I amputated my legs, Shino says. My goodness. You're right, I don't have room to talk. Oh, no, it's fine, Derek. I'm just playing with you, my friend. All the Freddy movies became crazy. Kind of. It's weird. Like, the first 3 tried to be horror movies. And then, like, part 4 and, like, when you get to part 4 and 5, it's like Freddy is the protagonist of the movies now. Like, you know, he's the character. It's like he's the character you're rooting for by that point. Part 6 is just incomprehensibly bad. And New Nightmare is a really interesting attempt to make Freddy scary again. But I don't think that Wes Craven pushed it far enough. The concept is really it has a lot of potential, but he didn't mine it for all it was worth. And I've heard, like, supposedly, like, what some of the, like, some of the draft material, like, some of the ideas that he kicked around for that movie. But I don't know. I always take that kind of stuff with a grain of salt whenever like a director or a film writer, they're talking about their movie after the fact, and they're like, well, yeah, when we were originally planning it, we had this idea and that idea, and I don't know how much of that is ever true. I think, especially with a movie that isn't super successful, I think that they make up a lot of ideas after the fact that they wish they had thought of beforehand, and then claim that they thought of them beforehand, but just couldn't do it for budgetary reasons or something like that, when in reality they just weren't as creative as they needed to be at the time. I think there's a lot of face saving when they talk about ideas that were never realized. Velkin, my dear brother, you're alive. Quiet, I only have a moment while the moon is behind the clouds. But there's a werewolf. It is I. Anna, run. Why does it smell like wet dog in here? Werewolf. Ah, you'll be needing silver bullets then. And apparently a flashlight. Seen Nightmare 1 through 3 and Freddy's Dead. I agree with that thought, Tusk says. Yeah, I mean, not to be too harsh, but it's just, I don't know. A lot of times when people talk about what they would have done with movies, I'm suspicious. I haven't seen New Nightmare, Derek says. Yeah, I'm trying to be vague when I talk about it because of that. I don't want to spoil it for you. It smells like wet dog because none of us have showered in 4 months. Well, I mean, it is like the 1800s. Hey, a green thing. We've never collected a green thing. Collect 40 green power glyphs to gain an extra life. My goodness. 40? And this is the first one we've seen? Craft Table Cult, welcome in. I'm going to complain to Spotify about why you are not in the list of hottest singles this week. Well, that's very kind of you, my friend. Let's make sure we're not missing a life up here. Oh my goodness. That room is a disaster. I don't want to go back up there. Maybe I'll give Halloween 3 a rewatch knowing what it is now, Derek says. I don't know. If you didn't like it before, I don't think it's going to win you over. It's it's not for everyone. No, no, please. Oh, rough. Alright, so, when we run out of lives, we appear to be sent back to the previous cutscene. That's not a terrible punishment. We'll be okay. It's the olden times. Everything smells stinky, Tusk says. That's pretty much what I would expect. Alright. Well, we get sent back, but all of our collectibles respawn. Not much of a punishment. I'm okay with this. A Nightmare on Elm Street, the return of Janktober, Shino says. We may play it before the month is out. I don't know. I definitely want to play it. I just don't know if I'll be able to get my copy working. And I have not behaved appropriately in making time to trying to get it to work. I have failed to do what I should have done. I don't know what any of the enemies in this game are. I don't know what I'm looking at. Like, this one looks like a slug with something coming out of the top of its head. It kind of reminds me of, Isn't there a Muppet that's supposed to be like a shrimp or something? And it has a lot of, like, stuff coming out the top of its head. The stuff on the top of this enemy's head reminds me of that shrimp Muppet. That may not exist. Oh, please stop. Beaker? This guy just looks like Beaker? No, that's... I'm not thinking of Beaker. Beaker does have hair like that, though. But it's not as extreme as the character that I'm thinking of. Beaker's like a human Muppet, right? Pepe the Prawn. Yeah, that's probably it. Is a prawn a shrimp? I don't know what the difference is between a prawn and a shrimp. Played the console version of this game. It was pretty fun. Well, we're gonna play one level of the console version, Derek. I've pointed this out a couple times, but for anyone who's come in late, I have the DVD of this, and on the back of the box it says, put this DVD into your Xbox console and play the first level of the stunning Van Helsing game. So somehow they have included a demo for the game on the DVD disc. Amazing. We're definitely going to check it out after we play this. I don't know if that will be tonight or if this game will last us a couple nights. We'll see. If we finish this like in the next hour and a half, we'll check it out tonight. If it goes longer, we'll do it another night. But I've never heard of a console game having a demo on a DVD movie before. I've got to try it out. I'm sure I'll be underwhelmed. don't know why I keep trying to get up close to this monster. I have learned that the arrow is really the only way to go. And yet I pay no attention to what I've already learned. Shino says, "Hi, this is Spotify. And on the hottest singles of this week is Agent Frownie. Just by only playing games and talking. His voice is so smooth that we made an ASMR version of it for his fans." Stun locked and juggled. That NPC must play Mortal Kombat. Doing theater checks. One smells like weed. Oh no. Oh, I thought that was an enemy. Close enough. Is the demo for the Xbox game or for this game? It's for the, well, I believe it's for the Xbox game. That would be pretty weird if you had to put a DVD into your Xbox to play a demo for the Game Boy game. I see the Wolfman hasn't killed you. Don't worry, he's getting to it. Little late to be digging graves, isn't it? Never too late. Never know when you'll need a fresh one. Whoa. Rip that guy. I mean, so much for silver bullets, right? Also, I think Anna's going to be pretty mad if I kill her brother. I'd like to think my sister would be pretty upset if someone killed me. No, wait. It's my brother, Velkin. He's not your brother anymore, Anna. I mean, when the moon goes down, he will be. They say Dracula has a cure for werewolves. If there's a chance I can save my brother, I'm going after it. Alright, let's follow him. Alright, here we are. Yet another password. If they killed me for a bad enough pun, would she say that's fair? Maybe. I hadn't thought of that. The background here is so stark. Okay, we have several different caves we could enter. Or... I didn't actually expect a path over here when I said or. I'm going to say or nothing, but it wasn't nothing at all. Oh. I see. There was one of those red boxes before, but I didn't understand its purpose. Now I do. Those red boxes have a life thing, but they only open if we kill enough enemies on the screen with it. That's where I missed out before on on one of the life items. I didn't understand how the boxes work. I don't know why the amount of damage our weapons do is so inconsistent. See, there's a wall to climb here. I don't know that I want to go up there yet, though. You know, I was going to make some predictions about the length of this game, but this 50 green things for an extra life makes me think it may be a long haul. Well, don't worry, Buddha Fingers. It's actually, I believe it's actually only 40 green things for an extra life. I know that that changes everything. I keep jumping when I want to fire my arrow because I expect R to be the sub-weapon, not jump. I was thinking that we're probably halfway through, right? Because I've already extended my health bar by halfway. I would assume that you only get a full health bar by the end of the game. Otherwise, we're going to have to play a lot of levels with no life collectibles. Which may be the case. I don't know. These paw prints will lead us to Velkin. Why is this enemy see-through all of a sudden? Excuse you. Why do my arrows not work? Everything's so inconsistent. The enemy is just trying to be transparent with you. What's the point of climbing all the way up here? That's so odd. That's so odd that we can climb up there. I can break that open. There's too many enemies in here. Is this a GameCube game? This is a GBA. We're using a GameCube to play it, but it's a GBA game. This appears to just be a grinding cavern. There doesn't seem to be any purpose other than the endless amount of enemies that it provides, which are not endless because they've stopped spawning. I got no reward for coming in here, though. Yeah, the border there. Sometimes people think that that's a like a stream overlay. You know, that I might be using that like whenever I play a GameCube game or something, but it's just the built-in border that the Game Boy player puts around whatever you're playing. It's part of the video feed. The Scarecrow movie was actually a made-for-TV movie. That doesn't bode well. I can't think of many made-for-TV movies that are of significant quality. Beware the dark nights and powers from the vast beyond, Flux says. Welcome to the stream, Flux. I'll keep my guard up. This game certainly seems like it was constructed by some evil power. Castle Frankenstein. Why does Frankenstein always have a castle in movies? Like, I don't remember very well, but in the book isn't Frankenstein just like a normal guy? Like, I mean, like, I think isn't he like a medical student? I don't think he's the kind of guy who'd have a castle, right? It's been like 20 years since I read it, but in the movies he always has a castle. It wasn't good the Scarecrow only shows up at the end. Oh my goodness. The bats are the worst thing ever. It's about that time. Invert face cam. Oh, this is going to be spectacular with this hat. And this hat was made for being turned upside down. Oh, and a stretch break. Thank you, Buddha Fingers. Check it out. I got a plank of wood. I finally got a plank of wood. That's for installing my neon sign. Does anyone remember? I have a purple neon sign that's supposed to go up on my wall? It's taken me this long, but I finally got a plank of wood that I can mount it to. I thought that was going to be the new reset plank. That'd be a large reset plank. Frowntown is a strange place that calls for even stranger solutions. Well, I tried. I spent like a couple hours trying to get the sign up onto the wall, but because it's made of this, like, it's paneled with this sort of rough kind of natural wood, it's too uneven. So yeah, I've got to put that plank up on the wall to even it out. So I have a flat-ish surface for mounting the sign on. Also watched Terrifier, Derek says. That was pretty okay. I've actually seen that one. It was a couple years ago. I don't remember it very well, but I remember thinking I think that I felt like it was all right. There's a sequel now. The statue came to life. It gave up. What are you doing with those statues? Excuse me. The statue started it. Well, let's go around the back. Follow me. Why are we even here? I imagine this boulder is going to have to be destroyed at some point. Oh, we can go to the left now. It's the flea men from Castlevania. They've got spears. They never had those before. Brutal. I was not prepared. This is very much a problem. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I was going to say he didn't drop any health. I was about to be outraged. Alright, we're okay now. Getting rolled by some Ewoks. Alright, things have turned in our favor. No, there's a lot more of them. These enemies aren't mandatory, though, so we're just going to run by them. Oh my goodness. There's an asterisk in the password. That's unusual. I don't understand the geography of this place. What do you think they are? Dracula's offspring. He must be finding a way to bring them to life. Dracula and the brides only kill 1 or 2 a month. If they bring more of these things to life... The punishment for failure is really not terribly severe. That low health noise is something else, is it not? I enjoy the movie, Van Helsing, Derek says. I haven't watched it yet. This is actually the movie I was talking about a couple days ago. I said I bought the DVD, but I couldn't watch it because I wanted to play the game first, so it wasn't spoiled. Gonna be boxed in up here. That's how they get you. They box you in. They're really good at it. It's a fun watch. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I don't know when. I actually bought a Blu-ray player. I haven't owned a Blu-ray player in a very long time, but I bought one over the weekend. I had to buy it twice. Because I bought one and I brought it home and I set it up and the firmware was corrupted or something. It wouldn't do anything past the splash screen. So I had to go return it and get a different one. But it has Wi-Fi and it can play like YouTube and different movie apps. So that's really convenient for me because now I won't have to bring my Switch up and down the stairs all the time. Everything in this game's too tough. I'm drifting off into daydreams. That's a dangerous thing to do while I play. It gives the enemies a tremendous advantage. These birds don't even drop health. There are 4 glyphs hidden in this mission you have not collected. Them all. If you continue on, there is no coming back. That's the first time we've ever seen a message like that. If it makes you feel any better, I almost got eaten by a 40-foot long crocodile in Conan Exiles because of watching the stream. Well, I would hate for my stream to put anyone's life at risk. I knew they were gonna push me back across the loading zone or whatever. There are 4 glyphs in this mission. You have to collect them all. I don't see any glyphs anywhere. It's really my fault. I was running in the pitch black of night back to my camp and thought I jumped on a log. Nope. 40-foot long angry alligator. I have a torch. I just thought the little oasis was safe to run through. 40 feet is gargantuan. That's really something else. I'm not sure where I came from, so like, I don't know where I might have been and where I haven't been. Give me that health item. I'm going to be very upset if I die while standing on a health item. Also, those endlessly spawning birds over there is just disgusting. This game should be ashamed of itself for those. Alright, we came from over there, I think. So running back this way was all pointless. Well, I'm about to lose a life. No, that's game over. It's gotta be something special, because over its health bar, there were 3 skulls. I don't know what they mean, but it's gotta be stronger than no skulls. I don't even have to play the game, and I know you're right. There's nothing over here. I'm in big trouble. Could you at least let me leave the screen before you respawn the enemy's game? No decency. They're so good at standing under my arrows. I mean, look at these birds. I could have been out of this level, but the game had to tell me to go look for a glyph. Is preying upon my inability to leave behind a collectible. Wow, look at all these. You got an extra life. It finally happened. That seems to be it. Vance Velez, welcome in, Vance. Hello, hello. I hope things are going well for you. Your wife is probably also an agent and shares your last name, so her name is probably Agent Frownie. You're the first person to comment on my stream title. I titled it that because we were visiting Jelly's parents not that long ago, and whenever I wanted to tell them a story about something that we'd done recently, it took great effort to not refer to my wife as Jelly when talking to them. And I told Jelly about that. How I tend to think of that for her name before her actual name now. And then earlier tonight, I called her Jelly completely by accident. I'd been thinking about the artwork that she had made for me. Our starting screen. Let me bring that up real quick. This starting soon screen here. This is a new piece of artwork that she just finished. But as I was driving home from the store and I was looking up and it's a full moon, and I was thinking I should tell Jelly to make an Agent Frownie on the moon, like very subtle, like the way the craters on the moon look. I was thinking I should tell Jelly to do that. And when I got home, I told her, I was thinking of the artwork you were working on when I looked at the moon, and I thought to myself, I should tell Jelly to do that. But I called her Jelly to herself. But look at that artwork. That is some fine October artwork right there. Not gonna lie, that's adorable, Tusk says. We had a good laugh about it. All right, I've been upside down for long enough, so let me fix our camera situation. Lovely art. My partner and I almost always refer to each other with our online nickname, so much so that using actual names generally causes a double take, Cow says. we seem to be getting to that point. Jelly and I seem to be getting to that point. Well, I looked all around for another glyph, and I didn't find one, so we're just gonna have to move on. I already ruined the 100% run on like the first stage anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal. Loyal to Soil, welcome in, Loyal. Welcome to Van Helsing on the Game Boy Advance. A pretty lackluster game. But not so far, not painfully bad. Just not particularly exciting. Hello, Gabriel. You don't remember, do you? What should I remember? Lack of glyphs got you miffed, Budafingers asks. Slightly perturbed. Been lurking, have my lady over, so I've been hanging with her. Right on. I hope you two are having a wonderful evening. What should I remember? You and I go back a long time. Would you like me to refresh your memory? A few details from your sordid past. Die, son of the devil. This is Dracula? Huh. Well, Dracula seems invincible. Loving the hat. Thank you, Loyal. The hat's gotten a few compliments tonight. That makes me feel very happy. Of course. Dracula's invincible. I suppose we'll finish this conversation another time. But before you go, allow me to reintroduce myself. I am Vladislaus Dragula. Born 1432, murdered 1462. Farewell for now. I should have collected those glyphs. I think we've overstayed our welcome. Every creature in this castle is chasing us. Let's get out of here. Alright, new password. $8 QK4Q. I thought an asterisk was weird in the password, but now I have a $. 7C1. Vladosaurus Rex. I thought those were extinct. I love it. Where are you going? We can't go back that way. There are too many of them. It's gonna do it again? No. This guy's running animation is too normal. Where's that Scooby-Doo game? Yeah, if I could play as Velma, I could just sneak past all the enemies. These statues gonna come to life? Yep. I'm muted. The statues are still chasing me, I yelled. There's only one way to fight a statue, and it's to turn into a pigeon and poop on it, Buddhafinger says. Now that is some approach. I think you're probably right. So we should be able to get that box to open. Great. Advanced strats. Oh. The glyph I was missing was probably behind the door. There was a door a long time ago. I thought it was just a background. I thought it was just a background feature, but I probably could have gone through it. I've got to restart the game so we can go get that glyph. See, when I walk off there's so many screens that have multiple edges that you can walk off, and I'm never sure if I'm walking toward story progress, which is final, or if I'm walking into a area for exploration and collectibles. But like here, like there was another path I could have taken before, but now I can't go back from here, and I didn't know. Like, I didn't know I was exiting the room. This game is so disrespectful. Oh. Well, you know, I'm not entirely sure. This seems to be working. It's a movie tie-in game. Disrespectful is a design goal. I think you're right. One thing I really don't like about games is when an enemy, when like a standard enemy type gets stronger in later levels, but their increase in strength is not telegraphed visually in any way. Right? Like I'm fine with like an enemy having a tougher version later in the game, but when they don't give it a new color palette or a new hat or anything to indicate that it's different from what we've been fighting all along. It just feels really annoying. Zinshan, welcome in. Thank you for the raid, my friend. How was you were playing at least Golden Sun earlier tonight, right? I think your stream was titled 2 games in one stream. I don't know what the other game was. But tell us, what did you play and how did it go, my friend? Always a pleasure to have you here. And while we're chatting, my friends, you can use that link there to give Zinshan a follow if you would. He's a great guy. He's got a really chill stream. He's super friendly. He plays a lot of retro stuff, particularly RPGs, is what I think of when I think of Zinshan's stream. Although that is not by any means all he does. I know he's an RPG fan. I switched to Dragon Warrior 1 on the NES. Super fun time. I know some regulars around here are big Dragon Warrior fans. Thank you for the shout out. No problems. Thank you for posting the shout out, cows. So we're playing a spooky game tonight. We're playing Van Helsing on the Game Boy Advance. We're using the using the GameCube to run it, and it's the scariest part of the game is how terribly mediocre it is. Zen, you had me at retro RPGs. Right on. I'm scared. I'm scared of RPGs. I want to play more of them, but I'm so scared of them. I'm afraid of being trapped into a lot of story that just talks and talks and talks. Because if you know me, it's I really don't I don't like reading and or watching my games. I want them to get to the point and let me get back into the action. And I know that RPGs can be awfully talky. It's a shame too, because I also know that RPGs like tend to have like big worlds with lots of stuff to like explore and things to find, and all that intrigues me. I'm really intrigued by all the optional content that I know that they have to offer. I'm just afraid of the mandatory content. RPGs need a story, otherwise you're just grinding for levels and fetching MacGuffins. Well, see, I'm fine with the fetching MacGuffins. That's the part that's exciting to me is the go here and find the object part of the game and the trouble that I can get myself into along the way. Dragon Warrior 1 is a grind for sure, Zinchon says. Yeah, and I'd probably have to grind through a lot of RPGs since I'm not confident in my strategizing abilities. I feel like I would need to I feel like my go-to strategy would be to become over-leveled. What were you thinking back there? We've shot him, stabbed him, clubbed him, sprayed him with holy water, and staked him through the heart. Nobody knows how to kill Dracula. I could have used that information a little earlier. Don't give me that look. Wasn't the biggest Dragon Warrior fan, to be honest. Maybe I can give it another go now that I'm older, Buddhafinger says. I think in the novel they killed Dracula with a knife, right? I think in the novel they stab him. I really should reread some of these things. I seem to be gearing up to go through Phantasy Star 1 through 4 again, Buddhafinger says. When it comes to RPGs, I think the next one that I'm gonna try is I think I'm gonna try Wild Arms. That's on my to-do soon list. We're gonna try and play Wild Arms 1 on the PlayStation. Wild Arms is fun, Tusk says. I have high hopes. I want to play that. We're going to do the Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door at some point as well. And I'm kind of tempted to do. I've kind of been tempted to do a playthrough of a Gen 1 Pokemon game at some point as well. Just for nostalgia's sake. But I don't know. I don't really have any immediate plans of those. They're just things floating around in the back of my mind. At some point I intend to also do Shining in the Darkness, Buddhafinger says. I've heard of that one, but haven't. It's a dungeon crawling game, Vance says. Yeah, I don't know much about it. Did you ever get around to beating Brave Fencer Musashi? I have not, Zinshan. I put it on the schedule one night, but then I didn't actually get around to it. I'm still sitting there at the last boss in Brave Fencer Musashi. It was that game. I wish I liked that game more than I do. That game just really frustrates and annoys me. I find that game very annoying. And it's such a letdown. I had such high hopes for it. And just every time I play it, it's just... There's just so many things where it's just... It feels not fun. There's a lot of cool things about it. Like there's a lot of good things you can say about Brave Fencer Musashi, but I don't feel like I have the fun with it that I should. But we will beat it at some point. I can't not beat it. But, sometimes I walk away from these for a while. Like, think of how many times I put Echo down for like 2 or 3 weeks. It's been longer than that for Musashi, though. So we should finish it up. We should finish it up. Keep reminding me, and we'll get to it. I'd rather not think about Echo, Cow says. Buddhafinger says, I've collected most of the Shining Force games. On the lookout for a copy of Phantasy Star 1 and 4. Last weekend I found great complete in box copies of 2 and 3. I was originally looking for the 1 through 3 collection for GBA. I didn't know that those were released on the Game Boy Advance. Grew up with the Genesis instead of the SNES, so I got into all the Genesis RPGs, Buddhafinger says. I feel like there weren't a whole lot there. I've only gotten to the last area, and I got myself into trouble with the cheese. Couldn't go back to get better health items. Yeah, I'm out of health items where I am. But again, like I said, I'm at the last boss. I've defeated phase 1 of the final boss a couple times, but phase 2, I don't know how to damage the second phase of the final boss at all. I haven't figured out what works. And the last time I played it, like, it was a super long stream and it was really late, so I was already in a grumpy mood. And it didn't help things that I was at a boss that I couldn't figure out how to damage, and so it's made me not eager to pick it back up. I wouldn't let you put Echo down for too long, Buddhafinger says. That's good, though. That's good. It's nice. It's nice to have people who will gently hold me accountable for some of these things. I definitely appreciate that. I was really starting to feel like the bad guy at the end of that, Budafinger says. Not at all. Not at all. I appreciate you relentlessly encouraging me and sticking by me while I repeated the final level for hours upon hours. Is it bad that I'm trying to play through Echo voluntarily? At least I'm discovering the people who enjoyed that game and or the Tides of Time. Best of luck to you with that one, Vance. Echo is miserable. Some people came into the stream while I was playing it who liked the game. They were kind of rare, but I don't know what they see in it. I don't know what they see in it. That game was a nightmare. I know there's some greats on the Genesis. I need to start looking for more Genesis titles in, Sean says. Budafinger says it's full of great games, but you've got to get some recommendations and poke around the library. Like Alien 3 is great, but if you don't give it some time, it's easy to dismiss and clumsy. Alien 3, that was a good recommendation, Budafingers. Anyone who beats Echo straight up is okay in my book, Budafinger says. It's a trial of will. Oh. Oh. It's crazy. I'm almost to the point. I'm almost finally caught up with the YouTube archive. I'm almost caught up with the Echo VODs. So I'll finally be able to get a better estimate of how long that last level took. Because I've been estimating it at about 25 hours, which I think is a slight overestimate, but I don't think it's by that much. Was on that last level forever. Rage quits are the worst. That's how I put games on the never play again shelf, Zinchon says. All right, let me advance the story a little bit here. So what do you think it is? I'd say human ancestry, size 17 shoe, 360 pounds, 8 to 9 feet tall, gimp in right leg, and 3 copper teeth. How do you know he has copper teeth? Because he's standing right behind you. Alright, that was pretty good. Oh, it's Frankenstein. My arrows have become not effective against him. He's ruining me. So close. You grinded that level, hats off, thank you. Oh no, but what a finale. It's terrible. I don't know that I've ever struggled for so long through such a small amount of video game content. It's like a 6 minute level and a 10-minute boss fight. Oh. He destroyed me. Oh no. Oh no, we've been sent back real far. Oh, this is gross. We could end up trapped here a little while. This Frankenstein battle is... This is an ugly battle. It's pure torture. If I ever make a video game, I'm putting a mandatory auto-scroller before the final boss as a tribute. Remind me never to play your game, Buddha Fingers. That was weird. I don't know if you saw what happened. I collected that... There was a glyph inside that box, and I collected it before I smashed the box open. That was very bizarre. I don't mind auto-scrollers. People always seem to hate auto-scrollers in games. I don't really mind them. I just want it to be... I just want it to be contextualized. As long as I know the reason why the edge of the screen kills me, I'm okay with an auto-scroller. And I think that that should illustrate. I think that that should defend me just a little bit. When we say, you know, Frownie doesn't like story in games, I like story in games, right? Because I want context to understand what's happening. But I just don't want a game to be long-winded about it. Don't want a game to have side talk about what they ate last Tuesday for 30 paragraphs. Not mandatory side talk. Because that's another thing. Like, well, you know, whenever we play an adventure game, I'll go and talk to every character and read everything they have to say. And scroll through all their flavor text. But the thing is, I'm doing it, you know, I'm doing it by my choice. And not because control has been taken away from me. can't afford to lose these lives. Frankenstein's waiting to take lives away from me. Haven't played this since the early 2000s, VR says. How is it? Welcome to the stream. I played VR for too long. Great to have you here, my friend. It's, underwhelming. I can't really say I'm a fan. It's not terrible, it's just... There's nothing really to get excited about either. I'm in a bit of a rough spot, though, here with this Frankenstein boss. I've got a feeling I've got a lot of game overs incoming. Wait, what if the game I made was Big Jank in Little Frown Town, where I recreate the most painful moments of the stream, and the final boss is just the last level of Echo. It's perfect. What a nightmare. How could you do this to me? If you recreated all the worst moments from the stream, Buddha Fingers, you would get sued for copyright infringement because one of the really bad moments was sitting through The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. That game is like 80% of it's like 80% of the movie. Kind of has the art style of X-Men Origins Wolverine on the GBA. Well, how appropriate, right? Because Hugh Jackman played Wolverine and Van Helsing. This boss is easier than I thought. He's super easy. If you value your lives, you will kill me. I am the key to life for Dracula's children. There are more of those things? Thousands more. Here, use this electric gun that my father made. It may help. We must kill it. No, wait. My life, my job, is to vanquish evil. I can sense evil. This thing, man, whatever it is, evil may have created, but evil does not rule it. Vulcan has seen us. He will tell Dracula about this creature, and they'll come for him. We must get him to Rome. We're... Okay. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. Not many people will make it past Lex. Lex wins. It's just a fact. So when I had Jelly draw up that artwork earlier, which I mean I didn't design. I kind of made some vague suggestions, but she drew it. But she was asking me what games, right? What games should go onto the tombstones? And I thought about Superman 64, but I couldn't put it on a tombstone because we haven't really beaten it yet. Lex is still winning to this day. Nine WT KBG 9C1. Is this an escort mission? Whatever you do, don't stare at him. Too late. I'm staring at him. Is that a man? Actually, it is 7 men. Parts of them, anyway. By exposing me, you have condemned all humanity. Nothing is faster than Transylvanian steeds, not even a werewolf. Van Helsing, you take one carriage, and we'll take the other. Oh no, we're gonna have a driving section now? The carriages made good time, but were ambushed by the brides of Dracula, angered and flying. Van Helsing leapt atop the carriage and began to battle Verona and Alira. I don't think I have a jump attack. Nope, I've got to wait for them to come down. As usual, I'm in trouble. goodness. The Streets of Rage games are my favorite games on the Genesis, Budafingers says. I remember liking the first Streets of Rage. I still haven't beaten that game yet. But I tried it out, and I remember liking it. And I don't usually like that type of game. I don't think. Beat 'em ups. Not really my go-to thing. I bought a bootleg copy of a modded Streets of Rage game with Street Fighter characters in, Sean says. Street Fighter of Rage. I'm doing something wrong. I don't seem to be able to attack them without taking damage. We're going to be here a long, long time. I wish my hook shot worked against them. I do have weapons, but I can't use them on this stage for some reason. The, A button is supposed to fire a gun, but it... Oh. I can fire my gun. I can't fire my crossbow. Maybe I can. Oh, I can, but I have to be... Huh. That's weird. It wasn't working before. Now it's working. Now it's easy. Oh, no, it's not. It's not doing any damage. Maybe it is. That's so weird. The A button was not firing before. It was ducking. If only you found the other life glyphs. Verona. Trying to avoid Dracula, Van Helsing and the others traveled back to the village on foot. Let's head to the village. What is that statue? That is the founder of the Valerius family, who took an oath to kill Dracula. Anna and her brother are the last of the family. If they are killed, the family will never enter heaven. I don't know, it's just weird. The A button was not doing a weapon before, and then after I changed my weapon and changed it back, it started working again. It's an odd game. Oh, I have to fight the werewolf. I'm gonna get the bad ending now. I will boldly fight you from a distance with my arrows. Beware my bravery. Thank you. God rest your soul. Listen to me, I know Dracula's secret. Velkin, Velkin, Velkin. Forgive me. I will see you again. You killed him. Now you know why they call me murderer. You've been bitten. They've taken Frankenstein. Everything seems to be falling apart. B1T KBH 9C1. I can't imagine anyone who bought this game was happy with it. Well, friends, I must be off to sleep. Take care, everyone. Have a great stream, Frownie. Thank you, Zinshawn. Thank you again for the raid, my friend. I hope that you sleep well, and I look forward to seeing you again. You won't turn into a werewolf until the rising of the full moon. Tonight, you will be able to fight Dracula's hold on you until the final stroke of midnight. Sounds like I have nothing to worry about. Also, Dracula cannot bring his children to life until the sun sets. We still have time. Welcome to the stream. Is it Geeb86Z? Thank you for the follow. And if I have failed in my pronunciation, I welcome correction, my friend. We still have time. Time? We've been searching for him for 400 years. According to the story, Dracula was banished to an icy fortress through a door from which there was no return. What? We've already fought Dracula. My father must have been looking for the door in this painting. The door, of course. I think this is the door. Carl, add the missing piece of painted cloth. Oh, I was wrong. I was wrong in my Shroud of Turin prediction. Be careful. See you on the other side. Dracula's castle. Oh, it just throws us right in. My health didn't even get refilled. This game is awfully rude. Awfully rude. Obviously, there must have been a little return. Not no return. Okay, yeah. You're right. Oh. I'm very dumb. So I'll explain in just a moment. You might have already figured it out why I'm dumb, but I'll show you. If you haven't figured it out, don't worry. You're not playing the game. You're not under the same obligations of cleverness that I am. So I was having trouble on that other level. I was trying to fire my weapon and I kept ducking. I wasn't ducking. Well, I was. But it's this electric gun. Frankenstein gave me this electric gun, remember? And if you just tap the button, all you do is duck because it's a weapon that has to charge. So I wasn't holding it long enough. I was just, trying to... just hitting the button and, like, why won't it fire? I forgot Frankenstein gave us an electric gun. So, like, see, these just work with a tap. But, I mean, look at the weapon selector down there. Could you really tell those things apart? Especially when there's something, when there's something behind it, like in this situation. Look at it. It's like a Rorschach test. It's not an indicator at all. Wolfman, welcome in. Hey, thank you for the nice hat. I appreciate that. Is this a GBA game? It sure is, Mile Hyrule. It is a we're Game Boy Advance game. We're playing it on the GameCube with the player. Alright, so it turns out this electric gun is really good against the statues. And may in fact be the only way to kill them. We don't even have to be oh yeah, we do. We have to be facing them, kind of. But it does sort of target them. Nice. I like the electric gun. It looks not too bad. Is it bad? It's not great. It's not like terribly painful or anything, but at the same time I wouldn't really recommend it. It's a pretty weak game. There's not a lot of content. It doesn't seem. It's just kind of dull. The people who made this game weren't like incompetent. They didn't make a bad game, but it's also kind of clear that they didn't really care about the project. And like, you know, so they didn't add anything. It's just like, I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen the movie. I can't imagine that the movie has less content than this game. But it just seems like they were happy to just kind of do the bare minimum to make a movie tie-in game and to just call it a day. They didn't really put any, like, care into it. Dull is better than bad if it's just boring, but you can still play it. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I still wouldn't recommend a dull game. Your hat emblem reminds me of the old PC game Baldur's Gate. I haven't actually played that one. I think this hat is I think it's connected to the Haunted Mansion in some way, like it's some piece of merchandise for that. I don't know that. I from the look of it, that's what I think. Let me look inside, see if it has a tag that says anything. It has a tag that says Ruby's Costume Company. Made in China. So maybe not, because if it were a Disney product, I would assume it would have Disney written all over the inside of it at least. So maybe I'm wrong. Van Helsing wasn't the best of movies from what I recall. Yeah, I've heard that it's not very good. I actually bought the movie at a thrift shop the other day. I haven't seen it yet. I didn't want to spoil the game. I think that well, before I played the game, I thought there was a chance I might like the movie. Now that I've played the game and I've gotten a sample of the writing, I'm not as sure. I enjoyed it, Mile Hyrule said. We shall see. Movie's not good, but not bad. Was a fun watch. I think I'm still gonna go into it optimistic. That I'll enjoy myself. I don't know when I'll get around to it, but you know, sometime before the end of the month, I'll give it a watch. I watched Casper over the weekend. That's a movie I watched a lot as a kid. So I tend to watch it around, Halloween, pretty much every year. It's a weird movie. It has like a weird, like the pacing of the story is very odd in that movie. I could never get into Underworld. I tried watching that. I don't know. I tried watching it a couple times, and it's just not good. It's remarkable to me too. Like, they made like 1,000 sequels. There's so many Underworld movies. Did I scare you? Didn't even know you were here. Sorry, Alira. Then maybe I need to try a little harder. Victory. I'm running out of room on my post-it note for passwords. I like to, for one game, I want to fit all the passwords on a single post-it note, but I'm running out of space. I didn't feel like this game had this many levels, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, We've got 10 passwords. When is our friendly friar going to jump in with those duffel bags of weaponry? Good question. Gotta say, you really needed this hat playing Keystone Cops. I don't know that it's quite the style, but I guess it's close. The electricity gun is amazing. It's the best thing that's happened to me in this game. I never knew I needed it, and now I don't know what I'd do without it. That hat works for any Atari game, Conga says. I'm glad you played it. Reminds me there's some fun games on Atari I'd forgotten about. There are a lot of fun games on the Atari. Revenge of the Beefsteak Tomatoes. Turmoil's pretty fun. The Atari version of Cubert's alright. Worm War 1. It's a pretty cool game. I wish I understood that game more. The jars are running away from me. That's kind of cool that they did that. Had the enemies hidden in the jars. I'm not going to complain about that. Jungle Hunt, Donkey Kong Jr. I don't think I've ever played the Atari version of Jungle Hunt. I don't remember. I know I had that on the C64 as a kid. Donkey Kong Jr. is alright. We played that on the stream. I feel like it's very different from from how I remember Donkey Kong Jr., but I don't really know that game very well, so. Miss Pac-Man. Miss Pac-Man's good on the Atari. You're too late, my friend. My children live. Then the only way to kill them is to kill you. He's immune to electricity, too? I'm a werewolf. I'm not a werewolf. What's going on? I get why I changed into a werewolf. I don't get why I changed back from a werewolf. Right? It's just have to like kill some time until the sun goes down. Why am I human again? Are we fighting for days? Is that what's happening? Or I guess it would be months if I only change at the full moon. Oh, help. My health is too low. Run! No, he got me. Oh, I'm all the way back here. I'm sad. It's a long way to go back. We were kind of close. If I'd had just a little bit better luck, victory would have been ours. If I'm lucky, though, I might get an extra life, and so I'll have, you know, if I'm real careful and lucky, we might have more attempts next time. Can't be fighting for days. Dracula takes over at midnight. I don't understand why I keep changing back. Budafinger says Galaga, Centipede, River Raid, also classic, and Joust. Yeah, those I don't think I've played yet. Centipede I've played, again, on the C64. And Galaga I've played somewhere for sure, but I'm not sure what version. I don't think I had that on the C64. So I don't know what version of it I played, but I'm sure I have. In an anthology somewhere. Victory will be mine, Stimpy, Shino says. I never cared for Ren and Stimpy. I know a lot of people really like it, but I don't know, the animation was just always kind of gross and disturbing to me. I didn't like to watch it. I think of that cartoon and I just think of like hairy nostrils and bloodshot eyes. I don't know. I don't want to look at it. Too gross for me, Conga says. I'm right there with you. Yeah, it never did anything for me. That's pretty accurate, Cow says. No, I'm one away from a 1-up. That might have been my last chance. These guys don't drop green things. There we go. We get them all in a line so they have to approach me. And I can take them out and collect their health items. Perfect. Just how I planned. Oh! We might be okay. There's a statue over here to fight. How did I miss? How did I miss? The target was on the statue. They don't drop green things either? Really? I just need one. Well, rip my extra life. No, get away from him. He's too strong. Quick, I need the sun to go down. Help! This fight is bogus. Why is this so annoying? I can't avoid him. Van Helsing. I found the antidote. She is dead. I killed her. God forgive me. He already has forgiven you. Well, what an ending. I think that's it. I think... Oh, there you go. Final results. There we go. We've got a password. We need to make sure we write this down so we can revisit the end credits anytime we want. Thank you for the GGs, my friends. There it is. Just the credits. I mean, this game is okay. It's not a... I'm not upset by it like I would be if it were a bad game. But I'm just underwhelmed. I can't recommend that anyone go out of their way to play it. I don't regret playing it. But I don't know. Give it a... I give it a 3 out of 7, maybe. Say I'm somewhat disappointed. You have to go back for those glyphs you orphaned in Romania. I think we're okay. It doesn't have it doesn't give you a percentage counter anywhere, right? So casting and voice director? What do you mean voice director? I don't recall a single word of dialogue. Was there voice acting? Did any character say anything out loud? There are certainly diseases this game is better than, Conga says. Thank you for the trophies, cows. I think of all my ratings on a scale out of 7, right? Because I think of like that chart where it's like, you know, very disappointed, disappointed, somewhat disappointed, neutral, And then the 3 options for positive on the other side, so that gives me a scale of 7. And reserves a 0 slot, even for something that's beyond very disappointing. The absolute worst of the worst. There were sound effects when the player enemy got hit. That's what they meant by voice artist. I don't know. I don't know that you could consider yourself a true voice artist. More like a grunt artist. You don't have an X frowns out of Y scale. No, but I thought of a 3-tier rating system. Describing games as whether or not they turn the frown upside down. So you've got a yes or no and a sideways options for in between. This would be a sideways game on a 3-point scale. It does not turn the frown upside down. But it doesn't keep it thoroughly in place either. All right, my friend. So, yes, we are going to we're going to check out this DVD. I'm going to step away for a moment and refill my coffee, stretch my legs. So a short BRB, and then after that, we will put this DVD into the Xbox and see what wonderful delights we are treated to. So if you've been enjoying Van Helsing, don't worry. There's just a little bit more to come. In just a few minutes.